Welcome to you.
Good morning.
Now,
Thank you.
you are a handsome, daredevil, wild beast of a man.
He's taken now, though, Piers.
I know. And you've just married a beautiful gold medal winning rowing superstar.
The wedding day kind of felt that way. It was so perfect. Everything went just brilliantly right. In fact, we even, while we were doing our vows on a Cornish cliff top, had a kestrel fly up and hover above us, and all the congregation was going, seriously, that's just totally over the top.
Just tell us about your vows, because your vow was quite unusual, but quite pertinent.
I did vow never to cry in public ever again, because I think I may have embarrassed Helen ever so slightly when she won her Olympic final and I just blubbed on national television.
You did, but it was a great moment. And it showed, obviously it showed your great love for her, but also it showed that you understood, I guess, what she'd invested in that. And, you know, here's a question I think that you may not know the answer to yet, but when a woman like your wife wins a gold medal Olympics, after all that training, 4 years of training, then she gets married and it's all exciting. There's got to be a moment when everything crashes and it goes back to normal life. How do they deal with stuff like that?
Well, I think we as a couple have been preparing for this for a year now, because it was kind of inevitable that, you know, when the Olympics finished and the wedding was over and the honeymoon finished, that Helen would be kind of, all crumbs, what next? I think it's an awful lot worse for some athletes who perhaps didn't realise their ambitions in Rio and who may be retiring and be seeing the end of their careers now. I mean, that must be so hard, losing all that structure, losing all your ambition, losing even, you know, the incredible adrenaline you're getting every single day from training. It's incredibly hard. For us, I think we're just thinking about what the next big challenge is and looking forward to something else big on the horizon.
And what's that for you? Because you're out on tour now, aren't you?
Yes. So I go straight on tour now around England doing talks in big theatres, which I'm going to be doing for the next, I guess, 6 weeks or so. And Helen will come along for some of that. I think for her, really, it's going to be finding out, does she want to go back and do Tokyo? Or does she want to perhaps do some big expeditions of her own? Does she want to have a media career? All of these things are possibilities and very exciting ones.
Who would win in a fight between you and Bear Grylls?
It would depend what kind of fight, Piers. I think if it was a battle to go and film a particular animal, I would back myself. If it was a battle to survive on just drinking wee, I think Bear would win.
Are you friends? Do you know him?
Yes, I do. He's a great guy. We have a connection with the Scouts, because he is obviously Chief Scout and I'm an ambassador for the Cubs, so the two of us have a connection there.
There was one other thing I wanted to ask you. We had a debate on recently, Chris Packham, about cats, domestic cats, and the amount of birds in particular that they kill,
them up at night.
and whether they should be locked at night. What's your view about that debate? Well,
the statistics show that you know, we have at least 9.5 million cats in the UK, and that if they are allowed completely free roam, that they will take not just birds but mammals, things like slow worms and stag beetles. All of these animals have had a catastrophic decline, and cats have a very big part to play in that. Simply keeping your cat in at night, I'm not saying you should have a house cat, but keeping it at night can reduce those fatalities by at least 50%.
So Chris Packham's got a point.
There's no doubt he has.
OK. Look, great to see you.
Congratulations. Send us
always
some
enjoy
Helen as
watching your stuff, and good luck with the live tour. What's the most dangerous animal you've ever seen?
Hippos.
Hippos, yeah, they are, aren't they?
Rebecca Root plays Judy, who is a transgender woman in probably about 40, and she falls in love, and vice versa, with my son, who is considerably 13, 14 years younger, same difference between me and Lincoln. And what I think what the success of the first series was that